See if we are live. There we go, we are live. I'm going to be pulling this up. Yes. Hey everybody! Welcome to another episode of With Yakin with Sarah. Tonight I'm going to be going over all of the tournament results for the Trash Off Fish On tournament. We're going to go over the top 3 winners, and then we're going to be choosing some folks that were not part of that top 3 to win 2 separate prizes. How you doing, Patriot Catfishers of America, Justin Fishing Fetish, Dieter, Tiffany, Drop Hook, yes, woohoo, that's right. Gonna give a couple of folks a few minutes to get in here so they can watch it. Hopefully the winners will be in the chat so that they can see who won. Because I don't think any of them actually know which one of them won. It's been between Scott, Jake, and Jeremy. Jeremy had it in the beginning, and he'd been going strong through the whole month, and then all of a sudden Scott and Jake stepped up, and they have been killing it since then. But it's been between those 3 guys this whole month, and so tonight we're going to find out which one of them won, which one of them collected the most trash. Excuse me. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. The Wyatt Life is in here. That's one of the guys. That's Jake. Congratulations to you, Sarah, and everyone that cleaned up our waters. Yes. So this is the first year that this tournament was launched. The goal of 1,000 pounds collected, and if you look at the bottom of the screen here, you see that we smashed that goal. When we do this tournament, there's Scott. He's one of the top 3. When we redo this tournament next year, the goal is going to be a lot higher. I think I'm going to set the goal higher, and I'm going to be more specific with a couple of things. I learned a lot with this tournament, I'll say that. And those for next year, everybody will be able to see. I'll go over the rules more in depth, and we'll go from there. Drop Hook Fishing app was a huge supporter of this tournament. They allowed me to host it on their app, and they're just some amazing folks. If you guys missed that live stream, go check out the live stream that I had with them, and you'll fall in love with them and their app. So yeah, 1,520 pounds was collected. That is huge, guys. Now, a lot of that, what else? I know Jeremy, one of his first trips out, he didn't get to weigh it. That's another thing. All these numbers were actually things that were in trash bags and could stand alone in a trash bag by themselves. So the numbers were those. Jeremy, one of his first trips out, he took, I think, 2 mattresses. He had a whole pile of stuff that he had pictures. It was crazy. And I know that he's been a huge inspiration for a lot of folks in his area to help clean up that area as well. Same thing for Scott. Scott was going out there and finding some crazy stuff. He found an old typewriter. He found all kinds of stuff. Then Jake was out there, and he was walking entire rivers. And I know during one of his live streams, he was carrying back almost 100 pounds for, I think it was a quarter mile, maybe longer. Maybe it was a full mile all the way back so that he could get the trash where it belonged. So a lot of dedication to the top 3 people, a lot of inspiration for those that are wanting to participate in the tournament next year. It's been crazy. On top of those 3 big ones, 110 pounds. I'm sorry, Jake, 110 pounds. Eric and Crystal participated in the tournament. Catfish Now, TX Mike, Vicky, Denise, Jabble, and of course the Drop Fishing app guys participated. So, gonna give. Let's see how many folks we've got in here. Yes, Drop Hook is awesome. We've got 12 people in here. Gonna give it just a minute longer, and in a minute, I know that Drop Hook is in the chat, and I'm going to get them to pick a number 1 through 12 So whenever they get a chance, pick a number 1 through 12. We're going to give away the side prizes. We're going to do 2 giveaways from that. And once they pick that number, I'll say who won that. And the way I'm doing that is everyone that wasn't a part of the top, I put numbers beside their names and their each of their bags. Then we'll go into that. Share this if you have catfish friends. That's right. Let's see. Riverbank even paid to dispose of tires. Wow, that's awesome, Scott. That's awesome. That I had several people ask me if you tried to restore the typewriter that you found. I was like, I think that was gone. I think that was a bit of a goner. So yeah. Alright, so Drop Hook picked number 11. It's our first winner of tonight. Let me think about all the prizes I've got. Is going to be the I don't wanna the big tackle bag from Sportsman Warehouse with the beginner rod. I'll block out all the other names real quick so that they know I'm not cheating. Denise. I'll be getting with Denise. She's the first winner. I think that's like a $40 value between the bag and the rod together. It's a beginner rod for like multi-species fishing, and she is the first winner. She had a bag at 8 pounds 8 ounces, and she's also got a channel if you want to follow that. She's been in the Catch of the Weeks before. But Denise is our first winner for the night. She's got the big Plano tackle bag, spelled like this. It's really nice. It's got a bunch of Plano boxes inside of it. It's got a lot of storage in it, and then she gets a rod and reel combo from Sportsman Warehouse here in Anderson, South Carolina. Yes, 1,520 pounds has been collected this month alone. Got the house go fish. It's going to be a continuous thing. I'm working on getting my nonprofit license, and hopefully I can have that by next year, and we can get even bigger prizes in here next year. Having said that, let's see. Let me pull this up real quick. Okay. At 10-minute mark, I'm going to give everybody just a few minutes in here. I'm going to go ahead and announce third place, and then we'll go up from there. After third place, we'll announce another winner from the random category, and then we'll go to second place. Maybe we'll do another random winner. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. So this tournament started out as me going out to my local boat ramp and finding it trashed and being just extremely disappointed. And the next time I went out there, I carried a trash bag and filled it up with trash and decided to weigh it. And when I did that, I had the idea that I could turn this into a tournament, and instead of having, you know, coming back and weighing your fish, you could turn this into weighing your trash. I could find an app that would let me use their app and put it on there, and hopefully they could support it. And luckily I found Drop Hook, and it just grew from there. Had a lot of people participate, a lot of people interested in this. Even if you didn't participate, I had a lot of people sharing and offering support for all this. And next year, I'm not positive what the number is going to be for my goal, but it's going to be more than 1,000 pounds, obviously, since we smashed that goal this year. And we'll just see how it goes. The plan is to do a couple of mini tournaments around my area, or if I'm able to travel to certain areas, and having folks actually go out and actually bring in a weigh-in like they normally would for fishing. And I think that would be cool. Keep stalling. There you go. Go ahead and get on that topwater action. I think a goal of 5,000 pounds next year. You think that might be reachable? I know a lot of folks, especially towards the end of the tournament this year, said that it was on for next year, and they were coming for you guys that won this year. Dropbook said they can host a meetup in Fort Lauderdale. That would be fun. I'd be all up for that, guys. Contact me tomorrow, maybe. We can make that start that plan and put it in action. It was a lot of work, but also a lot of fun. It gives you a great sense of accomplishment. It does. It's. I know for me, especially taking the before and after pictures, it was amazing, and even able to show people, hey, look at this. Look how terrible this was, and I'm really happy to say that. Going back to that bow ramp that I've been going to, it's stayed clean since then for the most part. I mean, there's every now and then some. The other day I went out there and I actually went to the dock, and there was a chicken liver little bucket thing. I threw it away, but that was really the only thing I saw. And looking from the dock over to the bridge, I didn't see any trash that's normally there on the walkway. It's a good feeling. I've actually got a video coming up that I'm talking about how awesome it is to look over there and not see it just completely trashed. And I'm sure, you know, especially these guys that were going out there and cleaning up 200 or 300 pounds worth of stuff a day could really tell a difference. Those that were pulling out bed mattresses and things like that. That's another thing we'll talk about for next year. Maybe creating a separate portion of the tournament specifically for those big items that don't fit in bags, because I know a lot of you put a lot of work into doing that, and because of the way I had the rules set originally in this tournament, I couldn't really make it allowed. Everybody's saying about 5,000 pounds for next year. We could do that. We could do that, I think. We did a poll on our Instagram story asking if people pack out. Yeah. It's rough. I don't. How many of you guys actually see it happening? I don't hardly ever see it happening where folks actually are leaving the ramp and they're just leaving their stuff there. That's just not something I see very often. Maybe it's, I don't know, maybe it's night fishermen, and I'm just not out there at nighttime. I don't know, but it's just not something I see, and I know that a lot of it is probably accidental. Like the other day when I was out picking up trash at one of the popular bank fishing spots, there was actually a bag that was bagged. I mean, it was bagged up, like they put their trash in it and it just got forgot. So I think that's probably a good bit of it. They have good intentions and they just forget. But there's also those that just have it everywhere. I mean, it's everywhere. Alright. So it's 9:15, so I'm going to go ahead and announce third place. Third place. Let me count these up. I'm going to keep y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. At 38 weighed bags. He had some that were not weighed, and he had several mattresses and some other stuff. But that's a lot of bags to collect. He collected a lot of small stuff, and if you follow him on Facebook, you know that he really poured his heart into this. Third place at 283 pounds collected is Jeremy. So congrats, Jeremy. Let me pull up what you won. If I can pull up what you won. There we go. Third place. You win the entire Hook Setters Terminal and Tackle package. I'm not sure on the value of that, but it's a lot of stuff. $25 cash through PayPal. Boneheads Custom Baits Variety Pack. Actually had sent in some rod holders, so you'll be getting those. And a couple of other things that were sent in last minute that will be added to third place. But I'll get in touch with you. I've got you on Facebook. So Jeremy, for sure the Hook Setters Terminal and Tackle, it's a big, I mean, it's a lot of stuff. If you saw the video, you know you're getting a lot of stuff in that tackle package. $25 cash, the Boneheads Custom Baits Variety Pack. I'll be contacting you through Facebook, and you did an amazing, I mean, I'm so proud of everybody that just participated in this. It's amazing. It's crazy. Yeah, congrats, Jeremy. That's awesome. If you guys haven't seen, if you're not part of the Trash Collectors on Facebook, the Facebook page, go check it out and go check out his post that he's done. He calls it a police call because that's what I think it used to be called. He was in the military, and that's what they called it when they went and picked up the trash. And even after the tournament's ended, he's still out there doing it. So it's cool to see how folks are continuing this. I know Jake had mentioned that he's going to continue this as well. And yeah, I think that's just awesome. 283 pounds he collected all by himself. Him and his friends, that's how much they collected. Let me pull this up. Yeah. Alright. And so we're gonna get drop hook. If you will, go ahead and pick another number between 1 and 12, with the exception of 11. Yeah, that's a lot to pick up. It is. Okay. And you know, it's not some. I know that some of the guys went out there and they were able to get almost 200 pounds in one day, and they were spending all day out there. But for those of us that don't have that time, I put out a video with the Catch of the Week video, and it was about what you could do in 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, I was able to pick up between 4 and 5 pounds of trash. So think about that the next time you're out. Can you spare 10 minutes? I did it when I was coming home from work. I spared 10 minutes and I was able to pick up that much trash. And just think about how that could have affected your fishing area where you're at. Alright. Drop hook says number 7. Number 7 is actually Vicky, and the 7 bag was 7.3 pounds. She's not able to win again, but she had a 9.1 pound bag, 7.3, 6 pound, 5.7 pound, and 5.1 pound bag. So congrats, Vicky. That is awesome. You're going to win another 2 of the starter kids combo rod and reel combos, along with some tackle, and trying to think off the top of my head what was the other thing. And I think there's one more thing. I think you're getting a shirt also, and that'll all get sent to you sometime within the next 2 weeks. Give me 2 weeks to start getting all this stuff out. For all I picked up, I did not actually add it all up. If I had to guess, I would say it was around 150 pounds. That's guessing. I've been extremely busy this month, not only putting this tournament together and getting sponsors and making sure everything's in order, along with working and, you know, doing the mom thing. It was a bit of a challenging month, I'll say that. So I think I would guesstimate around 150 pounds. And that's something I'm going to kind of make the dock that I started with. I'm going to make that my home cleanup, if you will. So every time I go clean up, I'll hit that one spot and try and keep it clean. So yeah, I'll try and do that. And there we go. For those of you that are just now tuning in, so far Denise has won a package from Sportsman Warehouse with a Plano tackle, big tackle bag, along with a rod and reel starter combo. This thing will blow up by next year. This was a trial run this year. Lots more time to prep and promote for next year. Yeah. Another thing, for those of you that don't know, I put all this together in 2 weeks. So it was very. I was gonna try and put it on within a couple of days, and a guy from Grady's Great Outdoors here in Anderson said, "Why don't you just make it the full month of July? Hold off till July 1st." And I thought that was a fantastic idea, and they were extremely supportive as well. Grady's here in Anderson, South Carolina. If you're ever in this area and you're looking for a place to shop for any outdoor stuff, and they've got some really cool kayaks, and they do demo days all throughout the summer, I highly recommend that store. Yeah. So, third place was Jeremy. Denise has won one of the side packages. Vicky has won another side package. Let's go ahead and move on to second place. There's going to be a lot of giving away tonight. Yeah. I'm overwhelmed right now, Tiffany. I think that's the right word for it. Alright, second place. This guy had a lot of stuff and a lot of weight, and if I was able to calculate all of his weight, it might have taken home first place. I didn't actually put it all in there, so I'm not positive, but it might have taken home first place. And next year, when I'm able to change around the rules a little bit more, maybe that'll open up for others that are wanting to do this. Weighing in at 419 pounds, second place is Scott. He's actually in the chat right now. That's, wow, 419 pounds is huge. So Scott, second place. You get a rod used by Steve Douglas himself. He's going to ship that off to you personally. You get a $50 gift certificate to Cabela's. You get a $25 Bass Pro gift card from Salty Rags. The $25 gift card, I'm sorry, the $50 gift card is coming from Strickland Marina. You get a waterproof Plano box. You get an electric meter for the boat, and you get Whisker Stix LED lights along with a t-shirt. So huge package. Huge package. I'll get with you tonight and get your address so that Steve can ship his portion of it off to you, and then I'll ship the rest of it off to you this week. I don't have much time working. Just wanted to say awesome stuff, everyone. A great idea. Congrats. Okay. Thank you, Ribbon Tip. Yeah, 419 pounds. Salty Rags, our friends here in Fort Lauderdale. Yeah, let me add that, because they did contribute to this. They're actually, they do screen printing and embroidery and all kinds of other stuff. And they do it all extremely green. So it's hard to find. You won't be able to find another company that does it like they do. And if you don't know how much of an impact screen printing businesses and other apparel businesses are to the environment, take a look at the numbers, because it's very interesting to see. And they were happy to team up with us on this, and Drop Hook sent them our way, and I really appreciate that. Yeah, if a lot of that stuff it was in the bag, it would have been crazy, the number that he would have had. That would have been insane. He was a huge part of the 1,520 pounds collected, I will say that. Because that number is everything overall together. And I think I saw some comments of several people saying that they were going to come after his title for next year. He's going to be challenging a lot of other folks. He's made a huge impact, I think, in his community, and just did an amazing job. Alright, one more time, Drop Hook. I'll do one more side giveaway for those that were not part of the top 3. Give me one more number. 1 and 12, with the exception of 11 and 7. Number 1, Eric and Crystal. I'll shoot you a message on Facebook. They went out, I think, within the past 2 weeks and picked up a bag of trash and submitted it. And they did a great job out there. You guys are going to win one of the starter combos as well if you decide to take that. Reach out with me on Facebook. I'll get your shipping info and I'll get that out to you. So yeah, we're dwindling down to first place, and we're about 30 minutes in, so that's about where I wanted to be when I started wrapping all this up. So far, Denise has won, Vicky has won, Eric and Crystal have won, Jeremy took home 3rd place, Scott's taken home 2nd place, and this is 1st place. Weighing in at 542 pounds with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 27, 28, 29, 30. 35 bags. 35 bags. We have Jake from the Wyatt Life. 542 pounds, guys. That's quite a high number. If you guys know him from YouTube, and yet you've checked out his live streams, you know that he has really worked hard on this. He's gotten together a team, and they're going to be going out. I think it's every month they're going to be going out and continue to clean up the rivers. So, 542 pounds. I guess you want to know what you won, don't you? First place will receive a Mudbone cooler for $200, which is a $200 value. 2 shirts, 4 koozies, some stickers, $150, and a boat rental, which is in New Mexico. So if you want to give that to someone you know that's in New Mexico, let me know. Huge first place prize. The first place prize itself was around, I think it was like a $800 value. Okay, Anthony, I sure will. So for those of you that are in the Greenville, North Carolina area, Anthony is putting together one of those tournaments that I talked to you about, where you actually go out like you would on a fishing tournament, and you have a set time to come back in like you do on a fishing tournament. And when you come back in, you're going to be weighing your bags of trash instead of your fish. He's going to be doing that live in Greenville, North Carolina area. For more information, subscribe to his channel and ask him. I do not have all the info on it. He just asked me if it was okay for him to do this since I started it, and I thought it was a great idea and told him to go for it. I want to remind everybody that while these numbers are amazing, it's sad also that we were able to pick up 1,520 pounds of trash. It's something that, as a race, as a human race, we need to get better at. We need to get better at taking care of our environment, and you know, hopefully with this tournament we can help change some things. Hopefully next year, someone mentioned 5,000. I think Scott and Jake mentioned they want the goal to be around 5,000 pounds. I think that's doable, and I think we can go ahead and say that that's what we're going to do, is set that goal for 5,000 pounds. This year, I've got some things coming up, so I'm not sure how active I'm going to be and actually able to travel to do these cleanups, but I am going to try and do some of them. And it's going to be interesting to see the impact that everyone has, because it's not just me. All of you can make an impact. Every time you go out and a kid sees you picking up something, that's instilled in their brain, and maybe the next time they go out they pick up something. So to go over everything again, first place Jake from the Wyatt Life, second place Scott, third place Jeremy. Our side winners was Eric and Crystal, Vicky and Denise. Everyone, please contact me whichever way you're able to. If you don't have my Facebook or Instagram, whatever, contact me through email. I'll be making sure it's you through the drop hook fishing app. I'll verify that it's actually you that is sending me the info. I started this in Jordan Lake 2 years ago. Maybe we can add them in as well. That would be great. Let's see. Yep, yakinwithsarah@gmail.com. Congrats to all the winners. Any other questions that you guys have for me? Go ahead and spew them out in the chat real quick. I'm going to be on for a couple of minutes to answer any questions anyone has. I'll give everybody 2 weeks to claim their prizes, and we'll go from there. 1,520 pounds is huge, guys. I'm amazed at all the participation that I was able to get through this. I was very nervous when I first launched this. I wasn't sure how it was going to do. I wasn't sure if I was going to have to collect 1,000 pounds of trash on my own so I could make the goal. And within the first week of announcing it, I had so much support, and I was so grateful for everybody out there. It was amazing. Yes, congrats to Drop Hook as well. Don't forget about them. If you guys have not installed that app, you need to. If you're a fishing freak like I am, you need to go and install the Drop Hook fishing app. It's a unique place to go and connect with other anglers. It's very cool. Very cool. Is it going to be the same time next year? Yes. So the big tournament is going to be in July every year. Awesome. Okay. Yep. Drop Hook also does their own fishing tournaments on their app. They're completely free for the most part. They do have a card that they ask that you use, and it's $2 for a card, and you get a decal with it also, along with an amazing handwritten note. I've got mine hanging over here. That they send you. They're amazing people. I don't know why you wouldn't check their app out. It's awesome. So yeah. Pond Hopper Nation, how you doing? Thank you so much. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun doing this month. I'm excited to start planning the next big event. So, big companies. There you go. Alright, any other questions before I sign off, guys? Last call. Congrats to Jake for taking home first place, Scott for taking home second place, Jeremy for taking home third place. Our side pot winners, Denise, Vicky, and Eric. Congrats to you guys. Thank you guys for helping me clean up our waters all across the United States. You guys, I could not have done it without every single one of you. So I appreciate all of you, whether it was sharing, whether it was supporting me through this, or going out there and picking up trash yourself. You guys are amazing. I'll see you guys Sunday Night Live. Sunday, 8:30 Eastern. Be there. Participate in the chat. We're going to have Jake from the Wyatt Life actually in the show so he can talk about winning. Along with, we're going to be talking about fishing with kids and being in outdoors with kids. So if you have an upcoming kid that you're wanting to get outside, maybe you can ask us some questions. We'll be happy to help answer them. Sunday night, 8:30 Eastern. I'll see you there.